Hey guys, it's Marley. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Wheel of Mirrors. What will the Wheel of Mirrors reveal to you today? I just did a reading in my cat room, so that will be up. Not sure. It was a kind of long, so I don't know if this one will post before that one. But now On and On is stuck in my head by Erica Badu. On and on and on and on. I am feeling kinda hungry, 'cause my high is coming down. Don't feed me yours, 'cause your food does not endure. Do I do we? Y'all feel that? I, believe it or not, I am not under the influence right now. Alright, so as y'all can tell from the title, this is going to be a Muse reading on the Muse I made Reemerging. Go ahead and follow I Scry with Steph, or not, she's not I Scry with Steph anymore, she's House of Scrying, because she inspired me to make readings off of these, and I love doing that shit. Yes, I do. Also, the thing that fell out was something I made for my friends, so there could be something about that where something you made is being delivered, or something is being requested, like, of you to, I'm hearing perform, but not perform as in like people pleasing, but like as in you're being like heavily regarded for something. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and burn some sage. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. It is absolutely way too hot to freaking turn off the fan, but this is having a really hard time. The candle's having a really hard time. Skip this if you don't care. For real. I would, because I don't care. And it's okay to not care. Okay. Anyways, whatever. That's barely freaking lighting. Let's go to attract money. I don't burn these anymore, the hem ones, because they're not the best. They're very chemically. I prefer the Satya brand. Not that these don't smell good, they're just, yeah, more chemically, like the Bath and Body Works of incense. And sorry if you love Bath and Body Works, shit, I do too, but they got a lot of chemicals in that shit. Even if they say it's natural, it's chemicals. It's chemicals. Alright. So, reemerging. I feel like you're reemerging as something that appears small. And as I'm looking up, I see Solo Traveling with Tracy Ellis Ross. And then I'm also looking at like the baby boss baby looking down at like his older brother. And so, and I thought it was the mom at first, so I thought it was like, no, but I'm still getting the same download. The download is like a younger part of yourself, like being rebirthed, and you're re-raising, reparenting yourself. but then it's also like you looking down on like your lower selves, like your past selves that didn't know better. And like, it's like you're more intelligent. That it's hard to explain unless you know the self journey. Alright, let me go in with, let's go in with these. These were my ancestors' cards. I really shouldn't keep them outside. These were actually cards that my great-grandmother had when she was in art school. So they are art depictions. They're not tarot. They are numbered though, so I'm gonna kind of base it off like the image. They are in French, I'm pretty sure, and I do not know French, but I can, you know. And my great-grandmother can help me. She can help me. Re-emerging. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Or even if it does resonate, you don't have to take it. We don't have to take everything just because it fits or feels good or whatnot. Yeah, that's like part of, I heard manifesting, but like also part of like maturing. Keeping out of spiritual psychosis. Okay, so this is giving me, alright, yeah, this is giving me 3 of Cups energy with the 2 kids. It's actually a 6, so it is giving me 6 of Cups. Wait, did I say 6 of Cups or 3 of Cups? Because now I'm looking at it, it could be either. But I really was thinking 6 of Cups. So like a childhood connection, friendship. And then the Empress, number 3. She's holding her stomach like she's pregnant. And the Empress usually is, or she just has that abundant energy. She knows what to create so that it flourishes, so that it thrives. Re-emerging. Yeah, if people knew you when you were a kid, you're completely different. And I know I am. I used to freaking bite. To my friends that I used to bite and scratch because I was undiagnosed, I'm terribly sorry. I still get the urges to bite, but I do not bite. I don't bite. I promise. Okay. So 5 and 5, 55 turns to 10. These are both by the same artist. So it's like another mother, Madonna, it says at the bottom. So this is by Hans Holbein. I'm sorry. I have dyslexia, and I already said I don't know these languages. Anyways, so it's like they're 2 brothers here. So if this is you and you have a brother, maybe a twin, you grew up something about you changing. Possibly both of you have changed. But I feel like in some ways you both also compare. I mean, how can you not? Oh, this one also says Madonna. So maybe it's not. But it says mit der Familie. So I don't know, this is giving me 5 of Swords, and this is giving me, like, 5 of Cups. So, like, something lost. Possibly a mother figure, or your mother is kind of, like, I don't know, like, kind of sad on where you guys kind of ended up. I don't feel like you're horrible people. Maybe you're just kind of estranged from each other now that you're adults. Because look at how close they are in this. And then look how far apart they are here. It's more like they were so close and they actually shared something else, a dog. So you could have shared a dog with your brother or with your sibling, but I do feel like this is masculine because they're both masculine in this. But look what's all between them. This is all material things. Around them here is nature. Like, your values are different now. And that might be what you're starting to realize. I feel like definitely one brother has a more grandiose than that one, just based on what he's wearing. Any more from this deck? Nope. Alright. Jesus on the bottom. Alright. I don't know why, but I'm kind of thinking that was like after he came back, when he visited someone's house. Jesus, I mean. This re-emerging. Possibly Jesus is re-emerging in your life. The Empress reversed. Alright, so for some of you, your mother could be the reason you're estranged, if you resonate with that part. Possibly you're re-emerging. Or you wanted to. But this mother figure is not able to give you what you want from her. So I'm feeling like you kind of have to keep no contact. Because it's just like more pain. It's more pain than progress. It's hard to... Yeah, King of Cups, it brings out the worst in you. It makes you emotionally unstable. It's like she's like this, and she might not be an evil or a bad person, but a person that's stuck in these toxic cycles that just have a negative effect upon the family. They're generational things. The Hangman reversed. Coming to this realization of aha. And that was kind of the energy of the last one too, of like a oh moment. Of it connects, like understanding why these certain dynamics are a thing in the first place. Sorry, I'm very sweaty. The Devil, yeah. Some of you addictions. Sorry, I gotta cover this. It's because YouTube. But yeah, it's like the Devil can be liberation, but I'm not feeling this here. I'm feeling like that's like a representation of like vices, of like addictions, of ways that generation after generation after generation have been told, live this way, do this, you know, Wheel of Fortune. What I'm hearing though is like life is a lot more not just like pleasable, but like alive to a degree that speaking of a mother in this energy, my freaking neighbor. Oh my god. Anyways, so the Wheel of Fortune, life is much more worth it when it's personalized, and not to say, oh, I'm gonna do what I want, no consequences. But it's like some kids need certain parenting and some kids need a different type of parenting, and it's not just black and white. There's so much gray area, and that is okay. Nothing has to be so freaking concrete. You move with it. You move with the energy. You move with the person. And I think part of this conditioning was, well, I'm going to do it the way I want to. But it's not really how they want to. It's the way that they've been indoctrinated over time, generation through generation, and you're being called to put a stop to it. You've seen, you've witnessed over and over again the problem with whatever this is. The reoccurring issues and triggers that are unnecessary to pass down. And you say, I'm here to create something different. Death reversed and King of Swords, yeah. The old me is dead and gone, dead and gone. By T.I. Yeah, I feel like it's dead. It's done with. You said I can fight, but I'm not going to anymore. I'm not going to perpetuate this same behavior. And if you want children, it's got to change before you have children. I didn't act fast enough. And I'm dealing with the consequences with my son. Realizing, oh shit, I am a reflection of my mother in ways that I don't want to be. And it's honestly part of the reason I didn't know if I actually wanted to be a mother. And it's very, very difficult for me. I love my son to death, and he's definitely here to teach me a lot of things. But yeah, it's saying, you know, I don't care how hard it is, that I'm not, they're fighting. The mom and the daughter. That's kind of relevant. That's relevant to this energy. I don't want to be in their energy. I don't want it. I'm not asking it. I don't want it. And this isn't that energy, but it's an example of it. Princess of Cups. Possibly approaching a different way. If you still want to have these people in your life, you say, no, I can't go, no contact with them. I did, but I was really sad and missed them. Possibly focusing on those ways that you can still connect with them. Maybe on a because this is like page energy. It's young, it's youthful, it's lighthearted, possibly connecting with them in lighthearted ways that don't cause you to be inauthentic and not yourself around them, but is where you just focus on the good. And trust me, that's really fucking hard to do. All right. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. I heard to go back to how it was when you were kids. Think about what you liked to do when you were a kid with your sibling. Definitely this is like, I feel like this is with a twin though. But for some reason this is gonna be like maybe one person. But here they were like boy and girl. So for some of you, you may have realized that you're trans and you transitioned. And maybe your sibling's kind of having a problem, like kind of having a hard time adjusting. So yeah, maybe just baby steps. Connecting with them in a way, inviting them to go do things that you guys used to do when you were kids. I feel like will go a long way. They may even be doing this to you, to try desperately to connect with you. They need to realize that they haven't lost you at all. You've always been this person. It's just now you feel comfortable enough, confident enough to live that reality that you always felt inside. You just couldn't put your finger on it when you were a kid. Lately, I've been really feeling like I'm doing personal readings. 6 of Swords. A lot of 6 energy, which is like harmony. It's like, can be recognition, but it's like, carry me away. But I had like a carry me like away kind of like song in my head, and then I heard take my breath away. Five of Cups. There's been a lot of internal processing and letting go and healing. Tears are healing. If anyone has told you otherwise, they're very mistaken. All right, let's close out with some Christ consciousness. Sorry if you can hear my neighbors laughing. Peace, calm center, calm mind. Lord, help me not be nosy, because you know I be nosy. Relieving suffering, move beyond pain. Ankh, key to life. That's the key. Move beyond the pain. Give it to God, what you cannot control, or what you feel like you can't control. And ask for the strength to be able to control and take action upon what you can control. Spiritual practice, structure, and routine. That's part of it too. You can even start small. There's white feathers here that may be significant to you. My son was actually poking me with a white fucking feather today. I said, stop fucking poking me. There's actually white birds here, and they're seagulls. So it could even be a seagull feather. Seagulls or the sea could be significant. Any more from this deck? Last message. Love thy neighbor. Being of service. Taking care of the ones you love, but also taking care of the ones you don't. You know, love thy neighbor is everything. Joseph, fathering and responsibility. You could be a father or wanting to become a father in the future, and knowing that you have a lot of work to do. Knowing that, you know, possibly it takes giving to those less fortunate than you to really give to even the ones you love the most and have given birth to or have created yourself. Start with small things. That quote from St. Francis of Assisi is like, start doing one thing, then keep adding things, and then suddenly you're doing the impossible. I think that's what it is. God bless y'all. Peace.